My name is Father Joe, and I'm disturbed. I'm disturbed because sometimes I don't like to get into some messy situations, and when we're talking about in our country, but I'm disturbed about what is going on internet right now about Bobrisky, Bray Dykeman, everybody involved, money issue or no money issue, EFCC. My concern is not about Bobrisky or Very Dark Man. I'm not a fan of anybody. So I don't care about their money issue. They will resolve their issue one way or the other. But my concern is to the government of Nigeria and EFCC. My concern is for Financial Crime Commission committing crimes every day. I'm not here to judge the EFCC, but for all the facts that are being pushed out there, I am afraid that something is wrong with our EFCC that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu needs to look into right away. If what we are hearing on the internet is true, then we have a problem at hand with our law enforcement agencies. Sometimes ago, we fought against SARS. And if EFCC is like this, what they are talking about in the public domain, then something is wrong with the EFCC, from the board, from the chairman, to every member, every officer working under the EFCC. This will be a mockery of our government, a mockery of our nation. If someone was sentenced to jail, it would be a mockery of the courts to realize that the person was never taken to jail, but taken to an apartment in a country that has law. In America, Puff Daddy is in a jail, not in an apartment. In America, R. Kelly is in a jail, not in an apartment. So if an ordinary Bobrisky is kept in an apartment, if that is true, everyone involved, every officer involved are not only supposed to be removed from EFCC, but are also supposed to be prosecuted. Not just that. The government and the president of Nigeria should look into every of these allegations. If they are true, then the chairman of EFCC himself should go down for it. Hey, what a country are we running? Are we running a country, or we are running a jungle justice? We are making mockery of our country every day, but this is the height of it. If a company, an organization that's supposed to, curb crime, curb financial crime, is the one committing even financial crime in our nation. I heard somebody also posted that EFCC busted into even female hostels and watching them naked. That is not just an abomination, it's an human rights problem. How can you be an officer of the EFCC and you are busting into female hostels with female naked, and you're okay with it, and you can stand for them getting dressed in front of you? That is an abomination. That is a crime against humanity. It's a crime against humanity. No officer of the law anywhere in the world, even if you think they are abhorring criminals in their hostel, that is not to say you watch them naked. If all of this is going on in our nation, then my question is, do we train our officers at the EFCC, or we just push them and post them and give them the power to do and undo? In a nation of law and order, in a nation where we're all citizens? If this is true, the president of the Republic of Nigeria should look into it, set up a committee to oversee the EFCC, and if it is true, everybody from the chairman to every member of the EFCC, every officer needs to be fired that have done this. So like I said, I am not judging Bobrisky or judging VDM or judging people that borrowed themselves money. They will sort themselves out, whether Files or Lawyer Falano. I don't care about all of that. But what I care about is that the institute of EFCC, the institute that's supposed to fight against crime, is now criminals on its own. National Assembly of Nigeria should look into this. Senator Akpabio and everyone that's supposed to look into this should look into it. This is not a country we are running. And if Nigerians are going through a lot already, this is not how to go about it. We bust into the homes of young boys who are looking for ways to make ends meet. In a country where there's no job, Nigeria is a country with the highest level of unemployment of the youth. And when these youth are looking for ways to make ends meet, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, what we do, we call them thieves. That is not to say we don't have youth, of course, who are committing crimes. I'm not making case for them. But there are legitimate youth who are doing legitimate business on internet, TikToker, YouTuber, Instagrammer, whatever you want to call it, Facebooker, and I'm making money from it. Skits makers, and I'm making money from it. You don't term them criminals because you think they are driving Benz. Not everyone that drives Benz are criminals. No. You must do your investigation before you come to a conclusion. Even if you have your facts, you have your proof, you must still invite them to your office with dignity and present your proof. And based on your proof, charge them to court if you have the evidence against them. This is a crime against humanity. If Efcc is doing this, I'm ashamed of Efcc, and I'm ashamed of the way we are running our country. For God's sake, how can a government, how can an institution that is saddled with responsibility of fighting crime is committing crimes more than the crimes they are fighting? It is a shame. This is same EFCC that refused to arrest Yaya Bello, the former governor who is declared wanted. You declare a man wanted. He came to your office. You did not arrest him. You let him go. After he left, you say, oh, you are looking for him. What a shame. Nigerians are not stupid. Nigerians are not crazy. And when you see ordinary Nigerians breaking law out there, you come after them. But there are some people who are above the law. How do we run a country where some people are above the law? This is not a country we are running. We are running a jungle city. And this must stop in 2024. In a democracy, not even in a military junta, in a democracy where everybody is supposed to be equal before the law, where there is law and order, punishment for those who are wrong. Why are we running a country like this? So I am calling on National Assembly, I am calling on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to look into this. If this is what is going on in the FCC, then everyone involved, from the chairman to everyone, should be dealt with. In a country where there is law and order, the chairman of the EFCC should be resigning by now. But I know the country we have. It's all jungle justice, jungle decision. So I'm not here to say whether it is right or wrong, but this must be looked into, and if this is right, then everyone involved must be punished. Everyone involved must be punished. This must not be swept under the carpet, just like the one, many issues like this that we have talked about and it's forgotten. This is a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. And it's a shame for our nation. It's a shame. The government of Nigeria, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, should look into this. This should be at the desk of the president right now and looking into it to see what happened. What went wrong? And those who are wrong should be punished. Thank you.